Hi, so welcome to my end of the season video. So if you've seen my other videos, I did a video at the start of the season where I did 3 different rivers. I did the Dove, the Severn and the Derwent. Well, it's now the end of the season. It's the 10th of March today. Yeah, 10th of March, so it's Thursday. So I'm going to fish the middle Trent, where I am now, and then I've got to be off here by midday tomorrow because you have to book this peg. And then tomorrow I'm going to go up to the Tidal Trent, and then I'm not sure after that. I don't know whether I'm going to stop on the Tidal Trent for 2 nights or whether I'm going to do 1 night and then come back down to the Derwent. I'm going to see how I feel on Saturday. So that's the plan. Spend 3 nights out, and then that'll be it for this season for me. So it's very noisy here. I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. I'm on a weir. I'll show you the peg in a moment. I've not actually fished this peg before, but I'll fish the next one down. So if you look on my Trent, I think it's called Summer and Autumn Fishing 2021 video, I fished the next peg down on the weir, and I think I had 3 barbel and a couple of chub. So this is the next one up, slightly closer to the weir. The advantages are that you can cast right into the weir on this peg. The downside is a lot of snags, and it's very difficult to land the fish. But I guess we'll worry about that if we get some. So I'll just show you the peg. So there's the weir, and I will be casting 1 rod somewhere around here. It's difficult to hold. I'm going to have to use at least probably an 8-ounce lead, so it's heavy duty stuff. I've got my 2.5 pound test curve rods. That rod's out, so that one's just sort of down here somewhere where the water's a bit slower, not in this fast stuff, just sort of over here. And that one's got a piece of luncheon meat on. As I said, the other one will have a boilie and will go out into the weir. So we'll see how it goes, and then and then tomorrow we'll go up onto the Tidal Trent. So hopefully I'll see you in a bit. I think I might have a fish on here, either that or it's just the, have a look. I think there is a fish on here. Oh, jeez. Whether we ever see it's another matter, but I think there's definitely something on here. Got to be quite brutal with it because it's obviously a weir and there's a lot of snags about, so I've got to keep it coming. Keep it coming. I have no idea what size this is, no idea at all. With the wind and the 8-ounce lead, just no idea. close though, I think. It's definitely pulling hard, this fish. Wow. Come here. Oh no, come here. Jeez. Oh. It's pulling very hard. Very, very hard. I've done it. The fish is in the net. Yeah. £10.18. First fish of the day, and a nice double to start with. I'm not sure if you can hear me on the video, but it's a good fish anyway. £10.18. Right, I'm going to get it back in. We're in again. I think. Sure, it just went then and then it stopped. Let's see. Yep, there's a fish on there. Definitely a fish on there. Well, I've literally just recast that rod. The other rod, the line has snapped on a snag, and I've not got a chance to even get the other rod back in. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, it's just come off. Just come off, just here. Oh. Oh. Shit. Bastard. That's the problem with fishing in weirs. I think we've got maybe a fish on here. We have definitely got a fish on there. Oh. Let's try and keep this one. Oh, look, you can see that rod going. Oh, it's definitely. Oh, shit. Fighting back. second fish, £9.11. They're not quite as big as the other one, but still nice fish. Put up a good fight in that weir, and they're very difficult to land here. But, yeah, good fish. Right, we'll get it back. Right, well, as you can see, it's getting dark now. It's sort of 6:15, so it will be properly dark quite soon. So 2 fish so far. I had the £10 fish at about 2:15, and then lost a fish not long after that. The line just snapped, probably in a rock or something. Looked like it was quite near the hook. And then I had another one after that at 9:11. Since that one, which was about 3:30, it's been fairly quiet since then. Though I did have another broken hook length on the one in the weir, but I didn't see anything. I just reeled it in, and the hook length was broken quite near the hook. So whether something picked it up, and I don't know, well, probably something must have picked it up, I would have guessed, but I didn't see anything, so not sure what happened there. So nothing at all on the other one. So maybe when it gets dark we might find something on that one. So both rods have just been put out. Luncheon meat on the one over here, and boilie still on this one here. So let's see what darkness brings. See you later. I think we might have, we got something on here. Let's have a look. I think we have. I think we have. Blimey. Don't they hang on? Don't they hang on? Really difficult in a weir to tell what's going on, because there's a lot of noise and you can't see the water because it's all foamy and frothing, and it's very difficult to tell. I can tell is that fish is pulling back. Now, because it's so hard to land the fish here, I'm going to take the fish all the way down to the pontoon and land them down there. So we want the fish to come down here and then go below us, which hopefully it will do. Are we moving again now? I think we are. Right. Now hopefully we might be able to land it down here. That's the plan. Jeez, this is tough, really tough going. Where is that fish? Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Come on, Mr. Fish. Come on, Mr. Fish. Come on, Mr. Fish. Oh no. Jeez. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, he's in. He's in. Fucking hell. Oh, that is tough going to get the fish in here, but it looks like a decent fish, I think. Right, we'll just give that a sec to rest and then we'll get it out and have a proper... This fish is the biggest barbel I have ever caught by a million miles. It's fucking huge. It's £19, 2 ounce. Look at that. £19, 2 ounce. Fucking hell. That is an absolute whopper. Unbelievable, Jeff. That's made my season. Oh, absolute whopper. Really big fat belly on it. Right, I'm going to have to get it back. I just want to keep sitting looking at it, but I've got to get it back. There she is, all fully rested, £19, 2 ounce. Unbelievable, Jeff. Biggest fish I've ever caught by a mile. Oh, there she goes. Oh, I am absolutely over the moon. I think we have something on here. We do. We do. Okay. See if we can walk it down here.
coming down with me. Coming down. Here we are back on the pontoon. It's in. It's only a little one though. It's only a little one, but it's in. Only a little one.
Not quite as big as that last one. That's a baby one really. £7.7. Looks tiny after that last one, doesn't it? But still. And this one was on the other rod, this was on the luncheon meat. As the first three all came on the boilie and the weir. But yeah, nice. Right, let's get it back. Right, another fish. I didn't actually video myself catching this one because there's only so many times you can see me walking down to the pontoon before it gets a bit boring, so I didn't bother it. But it's another good fish. Oh. Another good fish, sorry. £12 dead. Exactly £12. Lovely fish. Again from the weir. I think I'm having a pretty good night. Right. Better get it back. Another one. Not a monster by any stretch, this one. £7 1 ounce, so yeah, not a big one. Again from the rod in the weir, but still, it's that barbel number 6, so not bad going. It's not even midnight yet. We'll get it back and then rod back out.
Here we are, so here's that £7 1 ounce fish, all rested up. Been there a good few minutes now, so it should be okay to go. There he goes, or she. Another one safely returned.
Right, well it's now nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. I've had the 6 fish so far, 2 7s, the 9, just over 10, 12 and of course the monster £19 new PB. I've decided to bring my rods in and I'm going to get my head down. I don't normally do that. I normally leave my rods out fishing. I mean, at the end of the day they do have alarms on them. But one, I'm pretty knackered and I've got 3 nights on the bank, so I don't want to burn myself out on the first night. And secondly, the bites are not really rip-roaring. They're just little couple of bleeps and the rod tip flickering. So I don't want to be in my bivvy and thinking every single beep is a fish and I could be up and down all night. And the rods need recasting pretty frequently as well because of the power of the water from the weir they're getting moved eventually, so I'm having to recast really frequently as well. So I've decided, I'm so happy with the 19-pound fish that I bought the rods in. I'm going to get a few hours kip and then I'll stick them back out in the morning. So yeah, so that's it. See you tomorrow. I think we've got a bite on this one. Yeah, we definitely have a fish on this one. It's now 9 o'clock in the morning. I've just had some breakfast. I was just actually drinking a cup of coffee then, so when this one went off, it's pulling hard, as you'd expect. Oh, jeez. Maybe it's had 3 shredded wheat for its breakfast. Oh. Let's try and manoeuvre it down to the pontoon. This fish feels big one minute and then not so big the next minute. It's trying really hard to get under this pontoon. Really hard. There it is. Oh, yeah, looks a decent fish, that. It's in. It's in. Oh. That looks like another decent fish, I would say. Give it a minute and then we'll have a proper look. Right, got another good fish. lively one this is. £13 exactly. So we've had a 12 exactly and now a 13 exactly. Oh, and a nice fish in the middle of the day as well. Beautiful. And this one wasn't from the weir, this was from the other rod. Right, let's get it back again.
So here's that £13 fish. It's well rested, it's been in there a good few minutes now. Looks like it's wanting to go. It's always important to rest them, as you hopefully already know. This is a good spot to rest them because the water's coming under this pontoon and there's quite a flow here, so they seem to recover quite quickly. Anyway, let's get him up, or her. Oh, come on, there it goes. Off to fight another day. Morning. So that's my first session done of my trilogy of sessions for my end of season, and 7 fish, which is not amazing but not bad. 4 doubles, so 10, 1, 12 dead, a 13 dead, and then the one that has smashed my PB, the 19-2. Still so chuffed with that fish. It is a known fish, it's not a new one, you know, it has been caught numerous times this season, but I don't care, it's still 19-2 and I am still really chuffed. It's 10 o'clock now. I packed up slightly early. The weather forecast is not great for this afternoon. There's rain coming in about 2 o'clock where I'm heading on the Tidal, so I want to try and get there a bit earlier, maybe get set up before it rains. I've also just got bust again. The problem with fishing a weir is it's very snaggy. I think I've been bust at least 6 times, I think, and I've just got bust again. And though I'd planned to maybe fish for another hour, I'd already packed up my bivvy and everything, and it's 10 o'clock, so I just thought I'm not setting up that rod again, so I'm going to head off now, try and beat the rain, grab a McDonald's on the way, and go to my second venue. And I just hope that is as successful as the first one. So yeah, see you later. Here we are in location 2. This is the Tidal Trent. It's absolutely blowing a gale. I'm not sure how I'm going to set my bivvy up in this wind. It really is windy. I'm just below the flood bank at the moment, which is just protecting us a little bit from the wind. But I will show you the peg in a minute, and you'll probably get the wind in on the camera. The peg I was going to fish is too dangerous, to be honest. The water's been over the bank and it's so muddy and slippy, so I'm going to fish a peg I've not fished before. In fact, I think normally this area is probably overgrown in the summer, but it looks fishable, so I'm going to give it a go. So I'll stick out with deeper and I'll look how deep it is and all that in a minute. Yeah, and we'll give this one a go, and I just hope the wind drops because it's due to rain as well a bit later. So with this wind and rain, Jesus, it's going to be tough. Hey ho, I'm going to give it a go. I'll show you the swim. I'm sure you're now getting loads of wind on the camera, on the video. I have no idea whether you're going to be able to hear me at all, but this is the swim. Though that mud down there has been soft, I've been down there and it doesn't look too bad. I'll be fishing probably to my left because that's the way the flow's going. And I
think the flow's okay. So the flow comes round the bend over there. And then down here. So the rods are out, so I'm just going to show you what I saw on my deeper. I didn't record it at the time because it's too windy, but you can see at the top here, hopefully, it says 13 feet, and it was all around 12 or 13 feet in. So if you watch that, you can see it's 12, 13, and it was fairly consistent. I ran it through 5 or 6 times, various sort of distances out, but it was all fairly consistently around 12, 13 foot. It was even sort of 10, 11 feet, just literally a rod length off the bank. So yeah, fairly consistent depth. So this time of year it's not bad to have some deep water. So hopefully it's the right place to be. See you later. Right, well, I've just been fishing about an hour, that's all. Nothing so far. The weather has turned horrible, really, really horrible. So it's now raining. The rods are there. They're both out, and they're both holding okay. I've got 5/8 leads on. I've got an 18mm boilie on the right hand rod, and I've got two 15mm boilies on the left hand rod. So both with PVA bags as well. You can see my bivvy here, it's blowing. This corner is blowing in. The wind is just horrendous at the moment. I'm really hoping that the bivvy doesn't take off. It nearly took off earlier when I was putting it up. I've had to position my bivvy so the wind's not coming in the door and sort of blowing it up, otherwise it would just take off, you know. But that corner did come up once already, so I'm fingers crossed it doesn't come up again. But yeah, so as I say, both rods are out. Hopefully the wind will die down a little bit later on, but at the moment it's really making it cold as well with the wind chill. But at least I'm tucked up in here, so we'll wait and see whether anything happens. I think we're approaching high tide. I think high tide's in about half an hour-ish, 45 minutes, and then it'll turn and then start to run out. And I think low tide's about 11, quarter past 11 tonight. But they say when the tide's turning is normally quite a good time, so we'll see. Speak to you later. I'm not sure which one's got the fish on. I saw this one move first. This has definitely got a fish on. I think unfortunately I might be dragging the other one with it. No. it's just come off. I don't believe it. It's literally just come off. I could see the fish just down there. That's not what you want when it's raining in the early hours of the morning. Morning. Well, that was a very cold, quite wet, very windy night, which produced nothing. I did lose a fish about 12:30. Not sure why, just the hook pulled. It got quite close in, and then it surfaced, and then the hook pulled, and that was it. It felt a decent fish, put a good bend in the rod, but that was it. Not even a bream, which is pretty unusual. So yeah, very disappointing, but maybe after the previous night the barbel guards decided I've had enough, and last night wasn't for me. So the dilemma for today is, do I stay here or do I go to the Derwent? There's been quite a lot of rain down in Derbyshire, and the Derwent looks like it's rising. I'm going to keep an eye on it, because if it rises too much it's not really going to be very easy to fish there, so I'm going to give it another good few hours. I don't need to be there obviously until later this afternoon, so we'll see how it goes. But so I'm going to get some breakfast because I've only just got up, recast the rods, and fingers crossed something might come out in the daytime. See you later. Hi, so it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. No fish so far. Not quite sure what will come up, but I'm just going to persevere. I've decided I'm going to stay here now for the night. I'm not going to go to the Derwent. The River Derwent is rising. It's almost double its normal level. There's a lot of rain down in Derbyshire yesterday, and the area where I was going to fish, if it's too high it just goes through there really fast. I don't think it's going to be fishable. Hi, so I'm just about to go into the third and final night. It's definitely been 2 contrasting nights so far. So the first one, 7 fish, 4 doubles including the big one. Last night, very quiet. I managed to hook 1 fish and then I lost it. Not quite at the net, but it had just surfaced, just not far out, and the hook pulled. So that was a bit annoying. The rods have been in most of the day, but nothing at all. I did bring them out for a couple of hours around lunchtime while I nipped out to get something to eat. I also needed to charge my Apple Watch, and then later on this afternoon I needed to charge my iPhone, so I took them back out again for an hour while I sat in the car, listened to the football and charged my phone up a bit. But they've been in for quite a lot today, but not a touch. I did consider moving, but the peg just below me is not really very far away, so I think if there was any fish there they would have come up to my bait. The peg above me is the one I wanted to fish, but that's the one that's all muddy and dangerous. But there's 2 chaps dropped in just above there anyway. Ironically, they were hoping to fish here. They had 2 fish each last night, and they arrived just after me. It's a shame actually, maybe they didn't get here before me. There's then a peg right further up round the bend, but I think there's somebody on there, and then there's a couple right at the top of the stretch, but that's quite a hike, and as I want to be away in the morning I didn't want to be all the way up there. So I guess I didn't really have any option to move, though I did think about it. So going to the second night here, I'm going to stick in the same spot with my right hand rod. My left hand rod I'm going to cast a bit further down. I know when I put the deeper through it was sort of 12-13 foot in front of me, but it did drop to sort of 14-15 a bit further down, so I want to give that left hand rod a chuck a bit further down, see if that makes any difference. So that's the plan anyway. So it'll be dark in about 45 minutes, so I'll be getting the rods back out again soon, refreshed baits and everything, and hopefully I might see you during the night. Definitely have something here. It's a bream. Not quite what we wanted, but it's a fish. Here it is, bream. Don't think I'm going to weigh it, but it's unhooked, and we'll get it back, get the rod back out. So that's it, 3 nights all over. Definitely mixed fortunes. First night, brilliant, 7 fish, including the big one. Second night, just hooked that 1 fish, but then lost it in the net. Third night, 1 barbel, 1 bream. So, not a great 2 nights in the Tidal. Wind has been horrendous. It's been really cold and just constant wind, which has not made it all that pleasant, if I'm honest. But hey ho, it's done. The season's over with. It's not been a bad season. In the very first week of the season I broke my Derwent PB with a 14.9, and the last week of the season obviously I've broken both my Trent and my overall PB with the 19.2, so can't really complain. So that's it, all done for another season.